Good morning, everybody. We are here for the drafting portion of our Tarkir Dragonstorm Megadraft, and I'm joined with first-time commentators and two players actually in their first league, Alex L. and Alex O. How's it going, guys?
Going well.
Yeah, so good. I mean, looking at this pack, I don't know what direction would you want to go in?
And I see a sage. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's the Sage, there's the Roiling Dragonstorm. If you really want to just force that immediately. Oh,
yeah, Roiling Dragonstorm, it's a good card. You do have the Fleshcrafter as well, which can be if you want to be in that blue space.
yeah, I feel like the two, he's going for the
But
Sage probably. So the two biggest draft for archetypes
yeah,
in this draft is like the Mardu, mainly Boros, or the 5-color Dragonstorm nonsense.
yeah, that's typically the best. There's a chance. Why don't we get the rundown on what makes this draft different from the normal drafts?
Yeah, that's true. As well, the
So this draft is a bit different than a normal draft because the players will be picking alternating packs of um, Tarkir Dragonstorm, which we see here. But their next pack is actually going to be from the custom set we created for this league, Tarkir Reforged. So we'll be seeing some Concept Tarkir cards, some supplementary cards popping up the next pack that won't just be straight from Dragonstorm.
So, yeah,
I
so
wonder what's going to be. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so or 5-color dragons are the best generally in the normal Tarkir drafts, and I expect it'll somewhat follow that, but there's a chance, you get a bomb from the Tarkir Reforged, and that could all change.
I feel like white and black were pretty good in Khans, like Minhabzan or Mardu, which would help the Mardu across all of the sets, but then I'm not sure about dragons. There's not really many dragons in Khans, so that may be less good.
Yeah, we'll see. It does look like he took the Dragonstorm second pick, so he may be
Yeah,
thinking of doing more of a Jeskai angle.
yeah. I mean, yeah, here we got
Uh,
the dragon or the mountain steward, stalwart even.
yeah, so he goes with Stormbrood, which having that counterspell is nice, and it's just a dragon in the late game.
Yeah,
Goes,
it works
yeah,
with both his first picks.
yeah. Here we've got the Jeskai Devotee if you want to just fully commit. Well, not commit, but continue down that Jeskai path. We also have Synchronized Charge, which I've found to be a very good card, but that's in green, which would be a new color for him. Fortress
Yeah, I've been
Kinguard.
playing it too. So yeah, exactly. I was looking at the Fortress Kinguard.
Yeah, that's a great Boros pick. It looks like Jeskai Devotee, he really wants to be on
Ooh.
this white, blue, red path.
Yeah, Channel Dragonfire is not bad. Bit of cheap removal.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, the rare in this pack is Severance Priest, which it's
I don't
not
know. I mean, I like that
unplayable.
card, but it's not the it's not really the
It's
direction
not the
we're in
bomb,
currently.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expect this will be a Dragonfire. There's a possibility of an Ice
Yeah.
Ridge Serpent. A Whale
Oh,
of
the Whale of
War.
War. That is a very good card.
It's a good card. It is in different colors, which makes
Ah,
me
it's Dragonstorm. Just put all the colors and it doesn't matter. You'll be
that
fine.
yeah, it makes me think he might be planning. Because Whale of War also gets a lot better with the quality of creatures, of course, since you're pulling back better creatures.
It
So it
depends
makes
on
me
how
think,
far he wants to send it. Yeah.
yeah. Looks like we have someone disconnected.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. Give us more time to talk about the pick.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this one, I wouldn't be
I'm kind of leaning towards the
surprised.
land. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you have to get that fixing if you're playing 5 colors. It's worth noting that we do have lands in the cube. We have the triomes, We have we have
Ooh, double
some.
shock.
Yeah, we have both. We have the triomes. We have the cycling landscapes as well, and we
Ooh,
have
that's very
the.
nice.
I believe the original Khans lands. Those triomes are also in there. So lots of
Yeah, I
fixing
mean,
going around.
As a note for that cube as well, the triomes and the gain lands will show up in a land slot in the pack. So packs will have a 50% chance of having a gain land and a 50% chance of having a triome, and then the tri lands will show up in the uncommon slot like normal.
Thank you.
oh, yeah. And so here, that's interesting. He didn't pass the 2 shock blades, went for the land instead. You know, safer, go get a bit more. Don't commit quite yet to Mardy, but then gets the venerated.
Yeah, and
Venerated
Stormsinger's a
Stormsinger.
great card. It
Yeah,
provides so much value.
land.
Yeah, land here is.
It's like I feel like it's gonna be it could be a Mardu angle if I feel like if there's one more clear sign, but just sort of waiting, holding out. 'Cause he's still got the dragons, still got the Dragonstorm.
Yeah, and it makes sense. This is a longer draft than normal because we're going to be going through 6 packs and we only need
Oh
60 cards. There's a lot
yeah,
more room to make those pivots, right? He might be just grabbing what he thinks is the strongest cards and
yeah.
then see where pack 2 takes him.
Aggressive negotiation. That's a card I'm surprised by how good it's been in normal draft.
It is. It's been a lot better than normally that sort of effect doesn't do much, but the counter is very important, especially with the synergies that it has for some cases.
Well, that's true. I mean, because there's like the Golgari counters deck in regular Dragonstorm, and then with the Khan's Outlast stuff as well in there, like
Yeah.
that's probably gonna get stronger.
Let's see. So we have a nice mix of everything but green.
Yeah, but there's a Greenland there. Oh, Sprite Dragon.
We
Probably shouldn't be
do.
the pick, but that makes me
Okay,
happy.
but it would
Um,
be. Let's see. We've got the Abzan Ascendancy.
oh, that was a
I
good
could.
card.
It is in green, which we just mentioned we aren't in green at all, but it's still a good card.
Did pick up a Jungle Hollow though last pack, so he has
True.
a bit of green
Yeah,
fixing already.
we do have fixing. Are there any other picks that stand out to you?
I mean, the Deadly Visit is fine. Well, I mean, it's expensive. It depends on like I'm trying to see what's the most open thing you could take that doesn't like send you in any direction. That's still fine in any deck. Or the Horde Chief. Do you like the Horde Chief? Ooh. Yeah, those are. Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
it's gonna
so
be
I
the
think he
tendency.
ended up taking that rare. Yeah, so it goes into the
Yeah,
Abzan Ascendancy. He does have some Abzan cards. We just mentioned the negotiations. It works
yeah. I
well
mean,
enough in the Mardu space.
yeah. I mean, if you're drafting the easy way at this point, which is how I'd probably draft, is I'd see that Armament Corp. I'm taking that. Anything with counters, I'm just taking the words. Anything that says counters.
That's definitely the. That's if you go straight into the synergy. You say this is this is in that Abzan space. Take whatever you can that works with those synergies. Undying Malice.
Yeah. Save one of your things. Ooh.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, 1/1
It's
flying,
yeah,
surveil one. It's not lead.
perfectly good card. That was a
Removal.
yeah. I mean, that was a pretty quick selection from him. So I expect that's what he'll stay with.
Yeah. The grasp is double black pips, so it suggests going leaning pretty heavily into black.
Yeah, I don't think you can take that if he plans on continuing with the 5-color soup deck.
I mean, you might be able to. I don't really know anymore, but like, I feel like that's the clearest direction we've got at the moment of
Yes.
just black stuff.
Yeah, and we've got the Sage, we've got the
Ooh,
Stormsinger.
for the Fallen.
Oh.
I mean, it's a vintage Q playable. It can't be bad.
It is, I mean, it's a 1-mana 2/1. It suggests he
Yeah,
wants to be a lot more aggressive.
yeah. Or maybe it's bodies for Absan Ascendancy too.
It is.
Looking for some sort
Yeah.
of go wide thing of just get as many creatures in play and just have them build up.
Yeah, he may be looking to go for more of something that would look closer to a Mardu deck from TDM, but with using that go wide payoff. That's an Abzan.
What the hell is this Grave Gardener? Take the removal. Sensible.
Yeah, that's. I don't think he wants to be ramping.
Alright, a couple of good green cards. A couple of interesting blue cards, yeah. Treasure Cruise and just
Yeah, Treasure Cruise is an incredibly powerful card. I don't blame him for taking it at all. You know.
the only yeah, it doesn't really have anything that uses graveyard at the moment. There's
No,
the
but
Whale of War, but that's about it. It's like it's like it's not fighting you with anything else for graveyard
it's
space.
it's good enough to just take it. Say you're in this space. You might end up getting some mill cards. Even if you
It's
don't, it's
honestly
still just
yeah,
a draw three. Draw three in limited
yeah.
is incredible.
We are still early in the
Yeah.
pack, so we can still speculate a bit. Got a couple of little blue options: the Dragonstorm, the blue red dragon. Well, the red dragon with a blue counter spell. But,
Yeah, and we have Jeskai Devotee, which does provide fixing as well.
yeah. Well, another opportunity at the Undead Malice, but maybe the Team of Charm, and we just keep going and just take up everything good, and we'll figure out the direction later.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine way to draft this set.
Because we're basically what, like 3/4 of the way through pack one on a normal draft,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
pretty
it's,
much.
still got plenty of time. Uh, don't need to commit to anything just yet. I mean, the Horde Chief is back. That seems like it'd be good, and this Abzan go or this go wide style Abzan Ascendancy Usher of the Fallen stuff.
Yeah, just
We get
very
the
easy to
land.
trigger. That makes sense if this 5 color that he seems to be hedging towards.
Yeah. I mean, Blood
We've got
Falco seems good. Savage, I mean,
yeah.
Savage Punch is very good. If you can get if we're going green for the Abzan Ascendancy, you could get the Savage Punch in there.
Yeah, but having the fixing is so important, and it works
Yeah.
with both his main colors and if he goes into 5 color.
Yeah. Ooh,
He
ooh.
was thinking
Almost
about
tempted
Ripple of
by
Undeath. That's an
tempted
interesting.
by it.
That would have been an interesting pick.
I, I I'd have been down. You just take something that you're like, maybe this will work out. It's got lots of words
Yeah,
in it. It must be
yeah.
good.
So we've got another Horde Chief. We've got another Deadly Visit.
Yeah.
Say he
Just
wants the
more big,
removal.
strong removal. Yeah. Oh, there's the Undying Malice back. If that's still a
It's.
consideration.
I suspect it
Abzan Guide
is.
is good, but I'm not sure how Abzan we're feeling.
Apparently very. We're
Ooh.
feeling very Abzan.
I mean, well, the ascendancy is. The grasp wield. He's
Yeah.
got to feel good about that.
And that's also just nice to see. Not only is it a good card, but it's a good sign, right? Black is
Oh,
pretty open, apparently.
yeah. Well, I mean, everyone's probably got like 1 pip cards.
Just,
Maybe
yeah,
go.
take the fixing. There's nothing else he wants.
Yeah, and you got the Sage of the Skies, Treasure Cruise. You got some blue and white. Do like the
Expect
chimps.
the Undying Malice, but
I think yeah. I mean I think it's just like the
this.
mandrels. If you end up in it with green, it's just so good.
Yeah, that makes sense. And so,
Oh, the chimps up by the guide. So yeah. What are we looking at here?
and we have the Felthar if we want to just fully commit to the Abzan. He's not the best Abzan card, but he's still.
Yeah, attacks. You may sacrifice as permanent when you do put a 1/1 counter on each creature you
Yeah.
control. Yeah, it's alright. If like
In a deck that can enable him, he is pretty powerful if you can make the required number of creatures go wide. but he's
It would work well with Mobilize if he keeps this sort of Abzan/Mardu direction.
yes, works well with Mobilize. He has a
There's
bit
a
of a
couple of
lower floor than a lot of rares that you'd like to
yeah.
see.
There are the 2 monuments which are
So,
really, really good.
yes, those are much better than people expected at the start of the format.
See this counters deck. I see that Stalwart Successor. It's the first thing I see.
Stalwart
Um,
Successor,
whenever it counters put on something you control, put an additional counter on it if it's the first time.
looks like
It's
he just
nice for
wants the removal, which Dragon's Praise,
yeah.
perfectly fine. 3 mana, kill something.
Very sensible choice.
Sometimes we have to take the smart choice instead of the one that has lots of text on it, you know?
Yeah, I think it's just like this. So far, it's just been like It's just been take a lot of solid good cards
Yeah.
rather than try and build synergies.
Yeah, and I like that angle for, as you mentioned, you know, we're
Ooh,
what, start of pack 2 for a normal pack, you can. Oh,
oh, give for the land instead. Very.
that's interesting. Yeah.
It's a good land. I like it. Or the globe. Yep, there we
Yep,
go.
you
5 color
you take
nonsense.
the globe. Very good card. Makes it's mana fixing, but those +1/+1 counters are also very relevant with how many dragons there
Yeah.
are in the set. I think we only have the one dragon so far, but we can pick up more.
Yeah. I think it's like this is. I feel like as soon as you see globe, you're like, okay, I've been waiting for the whole time, and now I
Yeah.
can finally like
Yeah,
head
globe
in that
can be
direction.
it's the signal that you can go dragons.
And if you go that direction, the Storm Singer maybe gets cut. Like I'm just trying to figure out if you're like what cards are going to work well with the globe. What cards are more just aggressive?
Um,
Oh, Molten Exhale.
Molten Exhale is likely the pick.
Yeah,
He's been
it's so good.
prioritizing removal pretty highly, and Molten Exhale is one of the best removal cards in the set. Certainly at
Who's not
common.
sure? Yeah, there is the Mana Dork there too. The classic red land war elf.
Yeah, and it's a good mana dork, but I think the Exhale is just so effective at answering
Yeah,
early game threats, especially.
yeah. I prefer it. I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
you never
There
know.
were
Sometimes
other
acceleration is good.
options. It wasn't the only possible card.
Ooh,
So,
the
so we
land,
have
the Blizzard is quite good in a 5 color nonsense deck.
Blizzard's quite good. Piercing Exhale is removal if you want to go that way.
It's not.
Disciple is a great card for if you think you can double spell, then
Yeah.
a 2/2 that makes 1/1s all flying is very, very powerful. We do have
Mhm.
the Storm Shriek Feral as dragon.
Yeah, I think as far as dragons go, there's you can do better.
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
that'll be
like
the
he
Wingblade
likes the
Disciple.
Disciple. It's a very powerful card.
Oh, another
Another
glue.
globe.
I've not even looked at the
Ooh.
rest of the pack. What else is there?
This
Tumbler's
is
fine.
there's
Oh,
some
Pack Beast is
very
good.
good Boros cards here as well.
Yeah.
Right, Frontline Rush
Pack
and
Beast,
Pack Beast are both premium.
worthy cost as well. It's not even bad. Like with, especially with the mobilize and stuff, and
Yeah,
go
worthy
for the fallen
cost
token.
can be good. It's definitely I'd say it's a tier
Hmm.
below the others, just because removal in this set tends to be pretty efficient.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair. It does excel,
okay,
which is nice.
so
Takes the
looks
globe.
like we
It's
take the second globe. This is 5 colors.
so Death Gorge or another like mediocre dragon. There's honestly, I might take the land here. Like,
There's a world where we take the Artson, I think. That Artson
mm,
has been surprisingly good as just a way to fix. It's not the worst body, but he does take the land.
yeah, I think just being able to play announcements is just so good. Right. Green blue land. I mean, there's the episode. There's a very small amount of green currently.
Yeah,
You might.
Synchronized Charge is a good card, which I think is worth a consideration.
Yeah. I think
Um,
you kind of want the fixing before you take it though, so it's kind of unfortunate it's in the same pack as
it
the green
looks like
land.
he
Just
took
take the.
the combat trick though.
Yeah, I think that's sensible. Ooh, Wheeling and Monument's
Abzan
nice.
Monument, that's good, yep.
I think, yeah, because I think if you know you're going to be in black, you may as well just take something that protects one of your things.
That's fair,
Like big
yeah.
dragon protects your big dragon. Like,
We
ooh,
have
dragon's prey. Ooh, no, the land. Land or
probably
dragon's
the
prey.
Dragon's Prey, just take more
Yeah,
removal.
it's a pretty nice pack, honestly. There's
Yeah,
not saying we should be in that world, but like there is a world where Mardu worked out with where you get double Storm Singer and you get paid off for it. But whoever's next to him's got to be pretty happy getting a Storm Singer,
yes,
and they had the pick of 2 Shock Blades earlier.
yeah, there is going to be a powerful Mardu deck running around.
Yeah,
Abzan
I do
Devotee,
like.
that's good.
Yeah, I do like where this draft is currently. Though this is a fun looking deck.
Looks like yeah, we're going to be mostly we're definitely in black. We have too much removal
Yeah,
in black to lose it.
I think it's like red, black, with splashing white, splashing blue, splashing green.
That's where it's headed so far.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
I have no idea how good that card's gonna be.
It should be pretty good, right? I kn- it's 6 mana 4/5, but you can delve, which
Yeah.
makes it cheaper than that. He's splashing, so you can actually activate the
Yeah.
ability.
And
It
it's got the
can't be
mandrills and
bad.
the treasure cruise.
Yeah.
Um, it is. I think, like, I'm sure it probably is the correct pick. I don't know what else I'd pick in this pack. I just have to look at Tarkir and I've never played with it. I couldn't tell you how good he is.
Yeah, it looks like he's not really considering too much else.
Yeah, I pretty wheel like a Grasp of Darkness or the Bloodfell Caves again.
Yeah, we've been wheeling a lot of black, so it's pretty likely, I think.
Oh, another Absent. Oh, a mythic rare this time.
Anafenza, I mean, that's a.
Murderous Cart. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I do think the exile effect on Anafenza is pretty relevant. There's a lot of things in things interacting with the graveyard in TDM,
Yeah.
so cutting that off entirely can ruin several decks.
Yeah. Cut off the Harmonize. Cut off the other stuff. The
Yeah, the
Renewal. Is it?
renew.
There we go. Yeah. The foremost. I mean, well, no consideration. Yeah, Murderous Cut. I think is another consideration. It'll be
Yep.
good with Anafenza, and just good
Yeah.
with the Tasiga. There's still that grasp that could
Uh,
wheel. I mean, you might mill with a Murderous Cut, honestly.
yeah, he
Um,
might be thinking there's 2 black removal spells. We've been wheeling them a lot. We'll probably wheel one of those.
yeah. This pack's kind of boring. It might be. I don't know.
It
Like
might be
lands, like
lands. Like,
the eight. Yeah, I think the land. There's the Ice Feather Raven. If you're in the Morph deck, that's a very very good card. Um, or well, if you're in green blue, to be fair, it's just a very good card. Like Dream Drinker Vampire is, it's fine. Like it's not exciting, but it's a 2-drop that just sits there. Um, I
it's
know Bondkin to go with the Abzan Ascendancy. Everything has first strike.
that would be. Yeah, no, I think it is likely to be the land, especially we have delve cards, so having lands in your
Yeah.
graveyard is a good thing.
Ooh, Brood Tyrant. Seen a lot of mythic rares.
Yeah, yeah, these are interesting that it
Ooh.
gets this
So, I mean,
far,
it's
but
interesting because you got the Soul Tide, you got
it is.
the Bomby Soul Tide card, you got the Jeskai land, you got. I mean, I
Looks
just
like
like
we're
the name
just
Young Blue
taking the
Dragon.
fixing.
I think that's sensible. Like, I've
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
Ooh. Like, it's a toss up for me between those two cards. So Sidisi, whenever enters the battlefield or attacks, put the top 3 cards of this graveyard in your library into the graveyard. One or more creature cards. Oh yeah, like
So
that's
yeah, you're getting a lot of zombie creatures. I
enabled.
I wonder
You're at
if
the
we're
delve
going to
stuff.
see more see him pick up more mill effects because we've started.
Yeah, we're
We've
definitely heading in the Sultai direction.
yeah, we've gotten several cards which need things entering or leaving your graveyard. Looks like he takes the land here. He was thinking
I'm
about
not sure. Yeah,
the rubble belt, which would have gone towards that mill angle and is a nice 1-drop, but
yeah, yeah.
castable cards
Yeah.
are better than non-castables.
Ooh,
Uh,
right. Big dragon. It's like because I feel like the Sultai he's got like Tasigur and Sidisi. They're fine on their own. You don't necessarily need to like put
you don't
some
need to build
worse
around
cards per
them.
mill.
Sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
say Sidisi's like say you play it, you mill one creature, it's a 4 mana 5/5. It's like it's fine. I don't know, like I think you can sort of just have a good deck and hope they just work out in there. Depends.
Yeah,
I guess it depends
that's
how greedy you want
reasonable.
to get. I think just take some big removal there, nice.
Pretty good.
Drake, I don't know. This pack's kind of boring.
Yeah. Wander Strike.
Big,
I mean,
more big
Proliferate
removal.
could be useful, but I feel like we're not as heavily in the counter space as a straight Abzan deck would be.
Oh, we just
So we
have
can see
one
if it.
really good counters card.
Yeah.
I think it's like you're just taking that as a removal spell, and you're expecting it to never proliferate. You're expecting
Yeah,
it to never do
that's
that thing.
reasonable. So we're thinking about the Warden. When it enters the battlefield, return target non-creature, non-land card.
Yeah, with the mill stuff, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Or that, Wild Slash,
Wild
removal
Slash.
over land.
In 1 mana,
Rounding.
deal 2 could be very good. Also the type of thing that you
Yeah.
can sideboard,
So
sideboard
yeah,
in against aggro.
ferocious enablers. There's what the Warden, the Mandrills, Tasiga, Absent. Like, there's some stuff at the higher end.
Yeah.
And I like the Blondkin. Blondkin's a very good card. I can't. I'm too fair in Tarkir. I just really like Abzan. I might be
That's
slightly
fair.
biased.
That's
Miss-
Abzan's fun time.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, at this point we're
Sprinkle.
just taking fixing.
Yeah.
Um,
Go on, just put a
I,
single morph in your deck. Just. I don't think this should be the morph you put in your deck, but you know.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right. So where the hell are we?
So we are we're majority black with black red, as you called out earlier. Looks like.
It's like it's black red with a little bit of mill, a little bit of counters. Like.
Yeah, and we have enough fixing that we could just play 5 colors. Oh, that is a Corey Steel Cutter.
Oh. There's also the Frostcliff Siege, which is a very good card.
Yes. I expect it'll be one of those. Shout out to Kintry Severance. Great
Decent.
removal spell, but
Pack Beast as well is like solid. Like, it
Pact
just
Beast
replaces itself.
Pact Beast is good. It's definitely one of the more powerful Boros cards, but I'd be very
I think yeah,
surprised to see it not be one of the rares. Both of these are.
yeah. Oh, just take the backwater. Back yourself.
Yeah, and Core Steel Cutter, every time you cast your second spell each turn, you get a free monk token with prowess, and the equipment itself giving trample and haste means anything you play late game, you can just slap haste on it. Very,
Yeah.
very powerful threat.
Oh, another globe. Are we still in the direction of take every globe we see? I don't
It's
think we are,
possible, but I
but
don't think so.
I mean, looking at this pack's kind of. I don't know. Like the Constrictor stage, I want to be good, but I don't think is great. Stalwart
It's.
Successor is still that counters theme. Like
I could
to me, those
see.
are the two standouts
We
alongside
don't
the
have
globe.
enough dragons for Sarkhan to be a great pick. I
I
can
think he's
see
just
the
it's
land, honestly. Um,
yeah. Sarkhan's just a 2 mana 2/2. Like it's kind of
yeah, and this is pack 5, so we have this and one more pack.
yeah. All
Looks
right,
like
yeah.
it
We're
might be the
still in
globe.
globe. I mean, we are a
Yep,
lot of colors. We're just
we
doing
are.
stuff. Like we'll figure it out later.
Let's
Approaching
see.
Dragonstorm would be
Encroaching
quite nice.
Dragonstorm. Narset's
Quite
Rebuke.
expensive.
Narset's Rebuke is a nice high-end removal spell. We
Yeah,
have
no, I like it.
the Aggressive Negotiations, which, as you shouted out, is much better than you'd expect.
The Effortless Master is good too, especially if we think we can flurry, then that's also a good card.
Yes.
I think it is between those two. Do you want like a big idiot at the end, like just a big idiot, or do you want to be able to play all your spells but be a bit slower? Like Dragonstorm is going to be much worse against the more aggressive-y Mardu decks
Yeah,
than the
and
Effortless.
we don't really Dragonstorm. You want to be able to pick it up multiple times, and we don't have the dragons to do that. So I think Effortless
Yeah.
Master makes a lot of sense. That is a
Oh,
Storm
stop, stop,
Scale
stop. Now we got dragons.
Scion.
Now we got the dragons.
Okay, this and if you're getting a dragon, this is one of the best dragons you could be getting.
How are we storming it? Who cares? It doesn't matter. It's a dragon.
We have a decent curve in this. We can storm it. I want to see a treasure cruise into a storm scale at some point. We can get there.
I mean, like it's no 7 mana play. Like, I mean, it's only 7 mana. It's not that bad. I mean, we need
Yeah,
some Lotus Petals,
it's
really. That's what I want to see. We're not going to see them because they're
I
not in
don't
this
I don't
format.
think we'll see those.
So,
I think that's a bit of a hoping for a bit too much.
yeah, they
But
should
yeah,
let me
that's
design
just
the
a
packs.
great pick. You
Right.
It gives other dragons +1/+1, which is nice, but you don't need other dragons to make it work.
Yeah. I'm genuinely like I don't know. I'm also surprised that card was good. It seemed kind of like a joke, but it
It's
takes.
I
Yeah.
think because the format tends to be slower, you actually get to the mana values where you can storm it out. We've got the globes for ramp. Looks like we took the
Strategic
Stormstreak barrel
betrayal.
for a dragon.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, the shocking sharpshooter is good, but I'm not sure we're in that deck. I like the strategic betrayal. Just kill their graveyard, kill their thing.
I like that,
Um,
especially best of three if you can sideboard it in. I like it a lot more. I don't think it's quite good enough to main deck. There's too many counters running around for it to be reliable in a lot of cases, but it might be worth it if you feel you're in that space.
oh, That's a nice. Oh, actually, yeah.
Both of those are very good picks. Caustic
I did exactly
Exhale,
the same thing as Travis there. I looked at the first thing and went, ah, good, fixing. And then he went to the second one. I was like, oh yeah,
yeah,
like one of the
Caustic
best removal
Exhale
cards
just
in the set.
really efficient removal. If you can do it for 1 mana, you kill, and you can kill 3 drops,
And it's
even 4 drops
very good with the
sometimes.
Dragon Globes as well. Like in the Dragon Globe deck, because
Yeah,
usually if you got a dragon, you can turn 3, play the globe, reveal a dragon, and then kill something with the exhale in the same turn.
yes, that's a really great line of play. Looks like we're going for fixing.
Yeah, I think
Makes
that's yeah.
sense.
Like
We are in a lot of
Sarkhan's Resolve is
colors.
Sarkhan's Resolve is a fine pretty sideboard card. You can main deck it, but yeah, I think just
Yeah.
we want to play all our good stuff. I mean, I don't think any of this is really
There's
gonna make the cut.
Yeah, underdogs can be good in a more aggressive deck, but I don't think we're doing it. Bodyguard, I'd be a bit
Got,
surprised if it makes it in, but it's possible.
yeah,
It does give some ways to protect yourself.
we got a couple of cards that want to flurry anyway, like the
Yeah.
Sage, the Steel Cutters, the Effortless Master.
We get a Rejuvenator, which makes a lot of sense in this
Ooh.
deck. Gives you some ramp, but it also gives you some mill, which we appreciate.
Yeah, it's
I
like it's
like
not
that pick quite
typically
a
very
bit.
good in regular draft, but here I think with
Yeah,
with the
with
CEC, with the Tessiga, like with all this Delve stuff, like thanks to this unique format, I think it's gonna perform a lot better.
yeah, yeah. It also gets a lot better with counters, and we do have a couple of ways to give it those counters. So
Yeah, I mean, so
it'll be interesting to see where he ends up with this.
I mean, well, it's 60 cards total. We're currently what is that 55? I can't see the number at the top.
Can't quite
Yeah,
see.
we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
But, so 12, 24, 53. Okay, so we got 11 lands, so we're currently on what 42. So yeah, looking to cut about 10, like
Yeah.
7, 8 cards at the moment. So yeah,
We have 21 creatures, looks like, which
yeah.
is probably around where we want to be.
Right,
Pick
this
one. So last
it's not
pack.
last pack, and we're looking at a champion of wits, which I mean it does it does fill the graveyard.
It does.
Oh, and
This
also
is
if you mill it, you can return it, and it's a lot better returned. 4 mana, 4/4, draw 4, discard 2.
let's see, what's our rare? A Goreclaw, creatures with
I
power
mean,
4 greater. I don't think we have too many of those.
we got there's a few like there's like I mean it starts to like well so you got Anafenza is like a 3-drop that does it, but that's probably if you're playing Anafenza and Goreclaw at the same like they don't work together. Um,
It's
like Brood Tyrant, Effortless Master, like it works with Effortless Master quite nicely.
true. I guess Storm
Like
Scale
Gore, yeah.
works well.
Tasiga, Stormscale, Mandrills, like but yeah, just take the
But
removal instead.
yeah,
That's sensible. I mean, how are they keeping track of what they're picking at this point? Like, it's 6 packs in. Like,
it's
I don't know what I'd be
there's a
doing at
lot
this
of
point.
cards, and it's very possible that there's cards he expects to cut, which we're not
Yeah,
seeing.
the moss. Surely it's not the moss pit skeleton. Surely not. A 2 mana 2/2 or a 5 mana
I
five
don't
five.
think, no.
Yeah, yeah. Icy Blast is very very good. That's
Let me.
just
So
that's an
just
elbow
one
drop. So it's
mana, X cost, tap X target creatures, and ferocious. You get to give them a stun
they
counter.
don't. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't untap, and it's like in this sort of deck, like I feel like if you like flying over the board, that's just your elbow drop at the end. That's just your big
Yes.
finisher. Oh, Knuckle
Yeah, I
Blade.
like it.
So I think
Yeah,
this. I
Knuckle
feel like
Blade's
this
pretty
deck just
good.
wants to go long and grind, and just like
Yeah, we
both
want.
players to just get to play out all their stuff, and then we'll just win at the end.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. We have a lot of very powerful late game plays. We don't have too many absolute bombs, right? We don't have your Ugins, we don't have your Annies, your Dragonback
Yeah,
Assaults, but against most decks, I think we should be well set up in the late game to win
yeah,
that grind.
yeah. Got removal for the big stuff if we need it.
Yes.
Like I mean, I think Ugin is probably gonna be like the hardest card for this deck to beat. Oh, Murderous Cut is a lovely find though.
Yeah. Yeah, we love seeing that. Very easy pick.
Yeah, it's like it's
Um,
I feel like I feel like after cuts it's gonna be like a black red. So it's gonna be like black red splashing blue and green for like mill and delve.
I think so. It's sad. It'd be sad to lose the Sage of the Skies, but
Oh, that's true. So I
yeah,
think
I
maybe
think
it's
I think it's just going to be. I expect him to end up on black red and just splash everything.
yeah.
We have a lot of lands. I don't know the distribution of them, but I expect he'll be able to make it work.
There's 11 of them. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Um.
and he's got the Pilgrim's Eye. That does all the work you need. Like, you can
True.
play 5 color
True.
after
You've
just one
got.
Pilgrim's Eye.
Well, and he's got 3 globes. Three
Oh,
globes
that's
does a
true.
lot to fix your mana issues.
Alright, if we're still leaning Delve, yeah, the Gurmag Angler. Like, we
Yep.
got a lot of Delve cards. Like,
Yeah, we
I'm
see.
not quite sure when you have enough Delve.
Really, I think we'd be very happy to see some self mill here. That's with how many
Yeah.
delve cards we've picked up in these ending packs. I'd really like to see a way to fill up the graveyard for us.
I think I like Force Away here. I'm not sure if
I
any of this is going to make the cut, but it is a dragon, but it's an
taking
expensive dragon.
it's an expensive dragon, but yeah, as you said, it's a dragon. We have we have some ways to use dragons, and a 6 or a 5/5. No, it's a 4/4 that gives -3/-3, which isn't unplayable.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's not a
perfectly
bad. I think
fine.
it's a. Yeah, I think in its format it was very good. Like it was better. Like I thought it looked expensive at the time, but it was good in its format. And I think here with Triple Dragon Globe, it might make it just. It's probably even better than I think it's gonna be.
Consider there makes sense. Just a nice draw
Yeah.
spell.
Ooh,
Uh,
all right. I don't know. Sultai Charm. What does that do? Yeah, like here, I don't know. Sultai Charm or the Ruthless
Sultai
Ripper is
Charm,
pretty.
and that's just a good removal. Good removal, although it does only hit monocolored, which,
Yeah.
given the format, is a very
Yeah.
real restriction.
Right. I like the
Oh,
Disowned Ancestor. I just want something I can just put down against the aggro decks, and they just have to run into it.
yeah, but we have a lot of removal for those aggro decks.
Yeah,
You know, that's probably
and I think.
what we're relying on. So,
So at the end of the Super Mega Draft, 61 cards, 11 lands. I think we just cut one land and run this 10 lands.
yeah, no, surely that can't go wrong. Yeah, we ended up black red, as we said, probably splashing a
Everything,
wide
everything
variety
you
of
want.
things,
Yeah,
and I expect that'll be fairly common given how
yeah.
many cards we see passed around. It's so difficult to give up the power that you get from just card quality of taking the best in every color.
To me, it looks like an early game sort of Grixis control. Sort of just kill their stuff, draw some cards with your Surveilling, your Dragonstorm, and then like just try and get to a late game of get your globes down, play your 5 color nonsense, and just see how you end up winning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So we'll yeah. So this wraps up the Mega Draft portion. So we'll be back in just a bit with the pool review while the players are building their decks.
But what do we do now?
Are you, or Alex? Are you still recording?
I can stop. Would you like me to?
Yeah. Yes.